Are we live? We're live. Hello, everyone. I said anything could happen tonight, and it already is. I'm eating a bowl of pasta. So maybe Adam, you'd like to introduce yourself while I take a mouthful.
Well, I'm kind of distracted by the novel that's coming across the screen in the form of a ticker. But hello, everyone. I'm Adam. Most of you will know me. Some of you will know me as Shark Eyes. Some of you will know me as a lovable asshole.
How many beers have you had, bruv?
I'm on my third.
Yep. Third. Have you had a haircut this week? The week after we
talked about
haircuts. Well, funnily enough, I did too.
Oh!
I think we're matchy.
Look at that, huh? Slicksters.
Yeah. I thought I'd put a hat on in honor of my good friend Eric, Eric Harper, the American nice. Eric Harper. He likes wearing a nice baseball cap. So
this is true. He does.
What have you been doing all week, brother?
So I had yesterday off. I'm doing a little bits and pieces. But today I had a haircut. I went to the gym. I walked a dog. I walked my own dog. I picked my other dog up from daycare. I made dinner for my lovely wife and I. I fed my dogs. Fell asleep on the couch. And here I am.
What a day.
Yeah, it was eventful. It was productive. So
fair enough.
Yeah. And it was sunny. It was nice and sunny out. So hence why I decided to get myself a Monsuta Okinawa Dry Premium Draft 6er.
Yeah. And if you hang around long enough,
the sun's out, beers come out.
You hang around long enough, you'll see that in the ticker. I put that in the ticker. Enjoy Monsuta Okinawa Dry. The bloke on the can's got a bad haircut.
That's E Honda. Well, it's E Honda's brother, maybe.
It's E Honda. He's got a top knot. We should go to the chat. Hey, I reckon everyone's just jumped in. Let's have a look here.
Yes, sir.
Johnny Sorensen says Tuesday, because it sounds better if you say it 3 times in a row. Yep. Campbell says, "Bring it on, baby." He's getting all soulful in it.
Oh, Campbell.
Barry White Campbell. He's like the Kiwi Barry White. Campbell's good at love making. Joe Recondo from the truck, live from the truck. Good morning, Joe. Hope your morning is treating you well. It's kind of because you're a night shift kind of a guy. It's kind of your afternoon in some respects. Now I'm just super confused. Johnny Sorensen says he's counting the beat. 2, 3, 4, 5. Good work, man. Sweet. Cool. That's about as far as I can get too. G'day, good evening, and good luck with tonight's rudderless show. That's us. Did you type that while I was populating the ticker?
I did.
I used every one of my 1,000 characters in the ticker. There's lots of good stuff. Like right there, it says latest football scores. Who cares? Go Sports. That's for Zazel. And if Larry says skid mark once, it has been a great stream. If he says it twice, it's been a great stream. So I was just writing complete random stuff in the ticker. Johnny says yes. Johnny says we're very rudderless. Campbell's making chat as he does with everyone else in the chat. Quinton says, "Let's get it strat."
Strat.
Obviously Quinton's driving to work, I think. So maybe he's sort of fat thumbed that message.
Maybe.
I think he meant to say, "Let's get it started." Campbell's saying, "Hey, bro," like he's just arrived on the scene. Yeah. Look there we go. Quinton says, "Let's get it started." Cobra, as he does. Are you ready for this Sunday, bro? Campbell Campbell's still talking. You guys, okay, yeah, you just catch up.
Yeah, get their private conversation off the screen, mate.
Yep, bro. Smash that like button, says Campbell. That's one thing. I did put that in the ticker. Quentin says that I've been eating on the job, which I am. Casey, podcast from the pit, is saying g'day from work. We're on with him on Saturday night.
It's too early for you to be at work, Casey. What the hell are you doing this time of the morning?
Yeah, like 5 a.m., 4 a.m., 5 a.m., something like that. But
you working on a farm? Did you work on a farm or something?
I don't know.
Well, it's Indiana. There's a lot of fields around there. So that kind of morning, you got to be up early working on a farm or something.
Absolutely. But anyway, I was about to say, we're actually on Casey's show on Saturday morning, their time, Saturday night, our time.
Who are you and I?
You and me. Yep.
This guy and this guy?
Yep. We'll be talking about 1985, which was a good year.
Yeah. What a good year.
I was 3 years old.
Yep.
It was before my little brother came along, so I was still the big man of the house. 1985 was a good year. I might even get my my book out, Adam, and talk about what happened in 1985. Because I don't know if you caught the 1982 stream, I brought up Lindy Chamberlain, of course. The dingo's got my baby. And
yes.
My American friends didn't realize who Lindy Chamberlain was until I said, the dingo's got my baby. And then they all...
Key words.
Yeah.
1985, that was the first year I went to America, actually.
Really?
Got my first Joes.
Sheesh. You were way older than me, man.
Yep. I was 8 years old.
Yeah. I was 3. Yeah. That's disgusting.
Not much. 5 years ago.
Campbell wants to know if I'm eating fish and chips. There's actually fish in there. It's like pasta with salmon and vegetables and stuff. Everyone's having a shot.
Fish and potatoes. It's kind of. If it was gnocchi.
Is that Bob Honda on the can?
Yes. Yeah. Let's call him Bob, Johnny. We'll go with Bob.
Yeah. Joe Recondo says, damn, he has to wait 12 hours to have a beer.
Look, it's 5 o'clock somewhere, Joe.
I'm sorry to hear that, brother.
And right now, it's 7:30.
Something just popped out of that can.
The boy. 5 o'clock somewhere.
Phil is here. He says, konbanwa, which is Japanese for good evening or good night or something like that.
Phil, see what I'm drinking? This one's for you, mate. Okinawa Dry, premium draft.
Yeah. I think konbanwa is good evening, isn't it? Oyasumi nasai is good night. Oyasumi nasai.
My Japanese is a bit rusty.
But... I did Japanese right up until...
I know you did.
Like third year uni. I was 1 semester off a diploma. And things sort of went awry for me because I drew a caricature of the lecturer and pinned it to the notice board in the Center for Asian Studies and got in trouble for it.
Can I ask what the caricature was doing?
I can't remember. Honestly, can't remember. I think he was just it was just a caricature of this guy, and like he had speech bubbles saying things about some of his mannerisms and so on, which were quite funny. Maybe misconstruing L's as R's and that sort of thing.
Okay.
Yeah. Gotcha. So anyway, I got hauled in front of the dean and had to apologise, and then thought, I'm not going to do Japanese next semester, so I didn't.
Fair.
Yeah.
I tell you who's Japanese is pretty bloody good.
Yeah.
Phil's. Yeah. He'll say otherwise, but it's pretty good.
Exactly. Everyone's saying hello to everyone here. I can feel the love. Johnny Reno's jumped in, and those little emojis.
John.
I've worked out.
I can't even do a love heart.
They're Scotch glasses. They look like little picture frames to me on my side, but they're actually Scotch glasses. So
they are.
To you, Johnny.
All right.
Good man.
Good man, Johnny Reno.
Yep. Alan Grant is here as well. Hello, Alan. Thank you for joining us, Alan. You legend.
Another good man.
Yep. And look at this. Quentin is Quinton's a bit
Ooh,
Quinton's,
thank you, Quinton.
Oh, Quinton.
Yeah, look, kept it a little moppy on top and just touch the sides up a little bit. Just keeping it manageable.
Fair enough.
Yep. If you're referring to the hair, or if you're referring to the beard, which I've brought back from the archives, because it's been a while. Not many of you would have seen me with a beard. Not even you, Aaron, would have seen me with a beard.
No one's ever seen me with a beard because I can't grow one.
We're talking about me, Aaron, not you.
I'd love to have a full, Eric Harper or a full Casey Wheeler, but yeah, just not happening. Yep, I've got the face of an 11-year-old.
You're aging gracefully, mate.
Oh yeah. I'm trying not to. Alan says, "Where else would you want to be on a Tuesday night?" Exactly. Where else would you want to be?
Alan Grant is a good man, and I hope you are feeling a bit better, mate.
Absolutely. Alan looks like he saved us from rampaging dinosaurs. I'm sure there's a story in that.
That's the character. That's the character of whatchamacallit in Jurassic Park of Sam Neill. Alan Grant, Dr. Alan Grant.
Oh, I just too.
I never even put two and two together, but yeah, there you go.
That's very good. Zazel says, great review, and it was good. I watched it from Go to Woe.
Thank you.
Even though your intro got stung by some person who thinks the music belongs to them, the bugger.
Yeah, look, YouTube is going to YouTube every now and then, I guess, and if that person is the producer of that track that I was using for a good year now, then all's fair and love and streaming, I guess. But every video that I'd pretty much put out, I would always attribute credit to that artist with the name of the title and his name and a link to his music, which is what I was sort of asked to do by the app that I got it from. Never had a problem up until this week, and then lo and behold, put a video up, and then YouTube says, "Yeah, nah, sorry, mate,
still
can do." But thank you, Zazel, for the kind words. The video has been a resounding success in a little over 24 hours, and
it went nuts. It went bonkers, mate.
Yeah, it did really well, and it was a little bit unexpected that it's done that well, but I guess it kind of makes sense. But it's also nice to see when you put effort into something and you don't cheat the system. You don't use features that YouTube implement where you can put paid promotions on videos so that you boost the views on the video and you boost how many likes it gets and you boost how many followers you get, that kind of bullshit. So, yeah, it's all organic, which is awesome. So,
yeah.
Do.
Well done, mate. And the intro is now fixed as well. So thank you to DivKid for the new track. He doesn't want any particular credit or attribution, but we thought we'd do that anyway because, DivKid, what a legend. Royalty-free music.
And just so we're clear, Aaron is not DivKid. Aaron founded DivKid's music and was able to sort of source a track from this artist that is somewhat similar to the heavy one that I had. So props to the guy over here for that.
No worries. So, Adam, I had a malfunction this week as well.
You had a malfunction?
Yeah. In the garden.
I think I saw that on your Facebook page, actually.
Yeah.
Go on.
I'll get there. Kiwi says he feels your pain. Johnny said he was wondering where the music went. Kiwi said he's doing the same thing. He's changing most of his music. You got to go to the YouTube studio, mate. Johnny is telling us we can generate free AI background music easily. Interesting. We're going to talk about that a little bit later, aren't we, Adam? AI.
Yeah, AI. Why not? Sure.
Yeah. Jeremy says he just plays his own composed music. Cool. There's a musician in the house.
Yeah. With the caveat, if I ever make videos on my channel. So Johnny is a reluctant. I want to say, tech file is a person who's sort of into tech.
Yeah.
He only just updated he had a dinosaur of a phone, and he only just updated it in the recent month. Before that, could take photos like a potato. So yeah, he's mate. If someone should have a YouTube channel for toys, it is that man.
All right, no worries. Casey says they're making him work now, but he's still listening. Good work. Nice work.
That's how it's done, mate.
Yeah, absolutely. So anyway, back to the malfunction. For the first Saturday this year without football, I decided I would spray some weeds because they're getting out of control in the front yard, obviously. And on the first squirt, my weed sprayer broke. And I was quite distraught. Never a good feeling. I've had it for 10 years. Served me well. But obviously, a bit of moisture on plastic and in a hot shed every summer, my way tends to perish things.
Yeah.
So, so it broke. So I was rifling around in the shed trying to look for something else that might do the job. And I found an old spray-on weed and feed pack. You know, the one with the hose packs, the bottle. It's got a nozzle on top. You plug
exactly
the garden hose on.
Yep.
So you plug the garden hose on, you turn the tap on, and the water mixes with the contents of the jug and sprays it out over the garden. So anyways, I put the weed killer in, and then I attached the garden hose and turn the tap on, and water was just spraying out madly everywhere. Like there wasn't a tight enough seal around the
sphincter,
around the nozzle and the garden hose. And I whipped the garden hose off, and you guess what I noticed on this nozzle? There was an O-ring.
Was O-ring a little bit frayed?
Yeah. Well, the O-ring was perished, and that was obviously what was preventing a nice seal from forming with the garden hose. And my stuff is not very organized. You go in my shed, there's shit everywhere.
Like most people's.
Yeah, I mean, I live out of the laundry basket. I don't fold my clothes and put them away. But the most organized room in my house is, of course, this room. And,
surprise.
And being covered in grass clippings and weed killer and half the bottle of weed killer, which had spilled all over me, I yelled out to my wife out. I yelled out, Jessie, can you help me? And I shouldn't yell too loud. She might come and help me now. But I yelled out to Jessie. She came to the back door. I said, Jessie, in the spare room where all my JoJo's are, in the cabinet, in the top drawer, to the right, in a grey tray, in a little plastic container, are some O-rings. Can you please bring me one of them? Sure enough, she came back, and I fitted an O-ring to the nozzle, which I would usually use in my G.I. Joes. Reattach the garden hose, turn the tap on, work like a dream.
And just like that, folks, there is a perfect example of how tonight's show is going to go. Anything and everything.
Yeah. So there's more to this story.
But wait, there's more.
Yeah. So after having some success with the newly O-ringed nozzle, I obviously went to pack up, and I was taking the broken weed killer and putting it in the bin. And as I was stuffing it in the bin, I was thinking, my next weed killer that I buy from Bunnings or whatever hardware store I feel like walking into is going to be state of the art. Now, the problem with this weed killer is that for about 10 years, I've always put the weed killer under the tap and turned the tap on. And as the water goes into the weed sprayer, it agitates the weed killer and it froths up and all this foam comes spewing out of the top. So what happens is you just end up with that much weed killer in there and about this much foam.
Wait a second. Hold up.
No. You wait a second, because it was at that point I had an epiphany that for 10 years I've been doing it wrong.
Yes, that's what I was about to say.
I obviously
put the water in first.
Long after the weed killer had died, after I'd used it incorrectly for 10 years, I realized, yes, there wouldn't be a froth problem if I just put the water in first.
You know how I know this? Because in my line of work, we use a substance, or we don't use it anymore. We just changed to a different brand, and it's called F10. And that is basically like an anti-germ cleaner, like for cleaning up, like when you're hosing down dog pens, you spray this stuff when you're deep cleaning the pen after you're putting a dog into a different pen.
Mm-hmm.
And that exact same thing happens if you put the concentrated liquid in first and then add the water. Whooshka.
Yeah.
Gotta go the other way around.
All right.
Yeah.
No worries.
That's called learning.
But I got to use an O-ring for a purpose other than fixing G.I. Joes. There it is.
And look, that kind of looks like the turret on a tank a little bit. Yeah,
it does. We should go to the chat. Johnny's having a good old laugh. Thank you, Johnny. Campbell says my workmate played in a band, so he has composed some music for me. It's good to have good mates. It's good to have good mates, Campbell. Good loyal mates, mates who just stick with you through thick and thin. You know, who just okay. Johnny Reno. My phone was 12 years old before I finally got a new one about 4 months ago. 12 years old.
There you go.
Jeez, what the battery would only last 5 minutes on that.
Can't say the man didn't get good use out of that.
Oh yeah. Zazel says his buddy, Zazel. His buddy from Go Figure made his intro and he loves it. We all love it.
That would be Adam, correct?
Yeah. It like honest. Yeah, I'm not sure. But what I was going to say
I think it's Adam. I think it's Adam. Yeah.
Whenever I listen or watch Zazel's shows, his intro gets stuck in my head, and
it's catchy. It's very catchy, Zazel. I always enjoy it. It is good. It is good to listen to. I'll pay that.
Yeah. Scotty Garvin, welcome to the chat. He says the weed sprayer was broke. It sounds more like a comfy lounge was calling. Yes, that's very true. And I did sleep the rest of the afternoon. Adam can attest to that. So I crashed out. Campbell loves Zazel's intro. It's very good. Johnny says we can't all be Canadian club intro geniuses, man.
Well, I don't get it.
I reckon Johnny's at a couple of Canadian clubs tonight, and considering
I could go a Canadian club right about now, to be honest. My beer's running.
Considering it's about 2:15 in Western Australia, he's off to a flyer. Triptych says Ronnie's next video: top 10 things in my shop.
So far, that is the comment of the night right there.
Welcome to the chat, Triptych, and don't tempt me. Zazel said he's having a giggle reading the text. Very good. I'm glad you're enjoying it, Zazel. That's fantastic. Garden tools, Hulk hands, broken G.I. Joe. I'm not sure if I got Hulk hands in the shed. I'm not sure if I've even got broken G.I. Joes in the shed, but yeah. Campbell's feeling my pain. What does this mean? 2,4,5-trioxin. What's that?
I'm guessing it's a weed killer or something that Johnny might be suggesting to you. I don't know. Maybe.
Okay. All right. I'll take that under advisement. Maybe we can Google that a little bit later. Yes, Adam is correct. I only found out about that 2 years ago by accident.
I don't know what I'm correct about, but sure. I'll take it. Because you know why, Aaron? You know why, Aaron? Because apparently I always like to be right.
Yeah. Johnny's an old hat at this. That almost went over my head.
I know.
Johnny
Take that hat off. Take that hat off so nothing else goes over your head, please.
Johnny says, same with most chemicals. Water first, chem second to avoid froth and ice splashes.
Johnny's on the ball.
Yeah, absolutely
yes,
is. The phone still works. I have tons of pics.
Still works. Oh, Johnny, that is great.
Campbell says no dick pic. Zazel says he's seen. Phil says he's seen some funny stuff. We could just go through the chat all night. I'm so far behind. Johnny has made the best song about a Kiwi in Japan that was ever made. I'll have to check that out.
Here's something I've never asked you before, Aaron.
Oh.
There you go.
So I won't be Googling it then. Thanks, Johnny. Top 10 things in my shed that are green.
the hydra is set up in the corner.
Oh man!
Well, you are, Aaron. You are from Adelaide, right?
Oh yeah, we got the best stuff. Apparently, I'm told.
Yeah, I was going to say something to you. I said to you, I said,
shoot.
Here's something I don't think I've ever asked you.
Mm-hmm.
Got any purchases this week?
Yeah. And I haven't.
Oh!
I haven't actually opened it.
An envelopo.
Yeah. I wonder if I can find a pair of scissors here somewhere. Well, I might not need it. Yeah, actually, it's not open. Just a little thing this week. I've got another story to tell you too.
Oh, I like stories.
Yeah. It does involve weed killer, but here we go. This is open. It's a comic.
Oh, nice.
And
from where?
An eBay seller.
Okay.
I'm slowly plugging the holes in my
Nice.
My collection.
Yeah, I've noticed that. Well done.
Let's have a look here. Did you get anything?
Well, obviously I got these two douches that you saw in the
Flint and private school Duke.
Look at Coral. She looks like she's going full Karen, and I didn't mean for her to be in this pose, but she's like, I want to talk to the manager. Look at her. I'll tell you her face. Definitely got Karen vibes.
Yeah.
I demand to speak to the manager. Yeah, so I got these two, obviously. And you know what? I think I even told you this privately, but I wasn't going to get this set. But shout out to the good folk at Pop Toys. Andrew let me know that he had this arrive in limited quantities, and he put one aside for me. So I thought, why not? Night Force Falcon, Aaron.
Yeah.
This is the replacement Melon. Let me get it right here in the screen.
Oh yeah, good face. He's got a better face.
It's better than the other one, but
yeah,
I don't know if I would say it's perfect, but it's definitely an improvement.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But I tell you what's not an improvement? These fucking pauldrons that keep falling off his arms. Because he's got the Outback body.
Mm-hmm.
Those things just are shit. But you can see he's been definitely on the gear, getting into the gym. Which I don't know if I like. I don't know if Falcon needs to be this bulky. I don't know. What do you guys reckon? Do you think it's all right for Falcon to be a beefcake? I don't know.
He's meant to be the little brother. Anyways, I've got my envelope open.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah. I have.
Go on. Special day.
Yeah. Start your day off well.
Look.
No, this is the packaging for this guy.
That's a Joe book. Yep.
Yeah, number 78.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Nice.
I'll have a look at that a little bit later. So that cost me a whopping $8. I was pretty happy.
Nice. Can you tell me who's on the front cover of that book, please?
Roadblock, Lady J, and has to be Lady J, Roadblock, and maybe a bit of Eco Warriors Flint. I don't know.
You are wrong on 2 of 3 counts.
Really? Tell me.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me who's on there.
No, I'm not going to tell you because you need to fucking read the books eventually.
Okay.
So
Right.
I don't like to give things away. You know that I don't do spoilers.
That's perfectly fine, and I promise everyone I won't make any videos about comics until I've read the comics.
That is a good idea.
Yeah. Into the chat. Pop Blender is in the house. Hello, Pop.
Greetings and salutations, sir.
Yeah. Pop actually commented on my picture of the broken weed sprayer today. So, Pop, if you go back a little bit, you'll hear the story behind the broken weed sprayer, and hopefully you'll find it as amusing as what Adam did. Did you find it amusing? Was it amusing?
Oh, look, you know. Sure.
Johnny says, I demand to speak to the Shark Eyes of the house. I need a refund on this comment. All right, good work. All right, fair enough. It's pasta. It's not ice cream. Interesting. So he bagged and boarded this very issue the other day. What a coincidence. We could be soulmates, Pop. I have another story to tell you. Want to hear it?
Sure.
So the other day, a Toymate store opened 5 minutes from my house.
Oh, that's the new one.
Brand new. And I thought I'd go on opening day, and that was the worst decision I've made in quite some time.
So before you go any further with the story, you mean to tell me that you didn't just go in there and just throw money at anything that you saw and thought, you know what, I'll buy this and then I can go home and make a video out of it?
No, I didn't go in there to buy toys. I went in there to just have a look around, see if there was any G.I. Joe stuff in there.
And was there any G.I. Joe stuff in there, Aaron?
There was, but there was also a lot of people. And the lineup to get to the cashier snaked around the entire shop. Like, there was millions of people in there. So I walked out, and I'll probably go back this week because no one was buying G.I. Joe. Everyone was more interested in Paw Patrol or, I don't know, whatever kids buy these days. What do kids buy these days? I don't even know. At first I thought...
This begs the question.
Yeah.
What was there something, Joe, that caught your eye, at least?
Oh, so they've just got some more of those construction sets. You know, those Lego... Well, they're not Lego, but...
Yeah, the not Mega Blocks. Are they Mega Blocks? Is that what they're called?
Yeah, I've got a couple up there. I can't remember what they're called.
Something like that. Yeah.
Tell us in the chat. So they had some of them there, and really good deal, really good prices too, like $10 and $20. So I reckon we'll go back and grab a few. But
so wait, there was no reaction figures and no classifieds or nothing.
Well, there might have been. I just could not move.
You were just like in and out. Yeah,
it was ridiculous.
Okay,
it's funny when I drove up, I thought it's because there's a gym next door. It's a big store. There's a gym next door. It's a Saturday morning. Lots of women in activewear. We're pulling up and looking for a car park and walking into the gym, and I thought, all these gym junkies.
How good's activewear?
Yeah, it's better than a pink singlet. And anyway, I thought it might have been the gym, but no, it was Toymate, which was heartening. The fact that there was a toy store, absolutely a buzz on a Saturday morning.
That's good.
Kids running around. Yeah, it was good. It was very good.
Well, speaking of toys, I got something this week.
Yeah.
That I didn't buy. It was actually given to me.
Mm-hmm.
And it's given to me by a gentleman named Michael, and Michael is the owner and proprietor of Culture Shock Collectibles here in Melbourne.
Yeah.
And he has recently started a new venture all on his own. And it is called Fig Clean. And
Fig Clean. Interesting.
Yep. And so he sent me a little package.
Cool.
And in this package, in this little bag.
Hey, Adam, just say hello to Steve here. Joe Jokers. He's dropping
Jokers. He's a joker.
Yep.
Hello,
G'day,
Steve.
mate. Hope you have a great day at work. We'll catch you on the replay, brother.
Don't work too hard. It's overrated. So in this set, there is like a little chamois, so to speak. And there is a brush.
Oh, yeah.
Looks like this.
Mm-hmm.
And another brush.
Bit of mascara. Bit of blush.
Yeah, almost like a makeup brush. You're right. Almost like a makeup brush.
Yeah.
And there is also a couple of small, finer brushes.
Oh, yeah.
And there is a dust blower. And this whole kit is designed for keeping your action figures dust free.
Mm-hmm.
And he put a lot of research into what would make for the best brushes for this application. He didn't just half-ass this. He went like all out on the R&D side of things, and he's just launched the brand this week, and I'm looking forward to giving it a bash. So wanted to thank Michael for his kind gesture, and I'm going to do a video on it to see, because up there behind me, those classifieds that have been sitting there for months and months and months, they've got to have dust on them, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So I've never dusted them since they've been put up there. Obviously, the figures in the cases are protected, and I sort of dust the flag off periodically, but the top section of those detolfs I've never done. So I'm going to pull some stuff down and give this all a bash and see how it all goes. So
it is a challenge keeping your figures clean without knocking the buggers over. So absolutely.
That's like cabinets are good in that sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you can check it out if you're interested, guys, at www.figclean.com. That's
Fig Clean with a K.
Yep.
Cool beans.
And it's an Australian-made product, Australian company. So support local business. And Michael is an awesome bloke. And I hope it goes gangbusters for him. Because I think there's a market for this. I've never seen this before. So something cool. Comes in a nice little box. Big clean.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Campbell says a clean Joe is a happy Joe.
Yep.
And Joe Recondo says he's currently using an ostrich feather duster and it works decently. But he's going to check that shit out as well.
Check it out, Joe.
Yeah. Pop says it's easy to forget how dusty figures become when they're just sitting on the shelf. 100%.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Adam, you're going to ask me about AI. What were you going to ask me?
Well, look, it's interestingly, Pop is here, so he kind of had the
and Johnny's here too. Johnny loves his AI.
Yeah, and Johnny brought it up at the start of the show. I just coincidentally, but I was listening to Pop and Matthew. I always go to call Matthew Matson Matt. He doesn't like being called Matt. He likes being called Matthew. Matthew Matson, and talking about AI and how it had been sort of used, I think, with Vader in sort of it was in terms of it was like taking speech to text and putting it in James Earl Jones' voice and whatnot. Look, I'm kind of like it's kind of like anything. It's one of those things I feel like it's hard to put the genie back in the bottle, at this point now. And, as a kid who grew up on James Cameron's Terminator films, I kind of feel like, there's a lesson to be learned in watching in the Terminator films. And, humans tend to not learn from their mistakes. We tend to, history repeats itself. So I think it's something we have to be very careful with. And I think my biggest problem with it is that people who are lazy, people who want to take shortcuts, and people who want to create something, I think lean on AI as a crutch rather than actually putting in the work to create something that is more like organically considered art or a created work. I think that's my biggest issue with it at this point. We aren't on the precipice of the end of mankind yet. And maybe when that day comes, maybe I'll be an old man, be pushing a shopping cart and homeless in the streets, and I won't know any different and just be ranting and yelling at cloud. So, or I could be part of the resistance. Who fucking knows? But at this point, I personally wouldn't use it. Like, let's say, for instance, to make a YouTube video, you will never see me use it. I think it's a bit tacky. That's another way of looking at it. I think, I've never seen an AI created image and gone, oh, that looks fucking awesome. Never, not once. Like something that is done by hand, or whether it's painted or drawn, or even like, animation that is created by like a CGI artist, like for a film or something like that. Like you can tell it's obviously different to like, a practical effect, for instance, but it can still be awesome. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But I don't think anything AI has really gotten to that point yet, as far as I've seen. And I'm no expert on the matter. I'm not delving into it because I'm not interested in it.
You know what?
But that's my take pretty much.
It's become a buzzword. We've actually been using AI for all sorts of stuff for years and years and years and years and years.
Absolutely.
It's become a buzzword because it's more accessible now. So the ordinary person can just jump on the internet and push out whatever they want. And when you look at it that way, in terms of it being accessible to everyone, I think good use of AI comes down to how good the content is. I think any sort of AI isn't going to improve the content in itself. You still have to have some form of idea, some form of content there that's a good idea for AI to be able to build upon. If you've got a dumb idea, well, AI is just going to make it look even dumber. That's what I think. Anyway, let's have a look at the chat. Quinton's worried. He says he's not a fan. Johnny Reno says that Sarah Connor is shaking her head at the world. This is funny. Steve says he uses Zanzibar's hair to dust his GI. That's pretty cool. Johnny says a lot of what we call AI is garbage and regurgitative. Yes. Yeah, exactly. This gets back to what I was saying. By definition, it can't create anything new, but it does save him time with drafts and rewriting things. 100%. So if you're just going to regurgitate something, if you have a creative, good idea as a start point, I think AI can certainly help. Yeah.
And this is a salient point, before you move on from this comment. It does save me time with drafts and rewriting things. Now, on one hand, I'm sure that could be handy for the right purposes, right? But see, let's put that into use in the context of like Hollywood, where studio writers, are just using what's that text based thing?
Chat GPT.
Yeah, that one. To like write like, scripts to films and stuff, and putting actual writers out of a job. I don't agree with that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's bullshit. And I think it's just lazy. Like,
Yeah.
are we that like at this point in time where, people can't sit down and go, you know what, I'm going to put pen to paper or type something on a screen. You know what I mean? Like, and use your own brain and initiative.
Mm-hmm. That's what Johnny's saying here. Real visual arts trump AI regurgitative art any day of the week. I have several long-term friends who create amazing art. He's quite jealous.
Absolutely, mate.
Pop says he reckons there'll be a day where someone with zero musical talent writes a number one song using AI. It'll be a big story. That's the kind of application I want. 100%. My obviously Pop's in music, or has a background in music. My background is in marketing and graphic design and so on and so forth, and AI is really encroaching onto that space. So I do worry that AI is going to replace me one day, which is a shame. Yeah.
I guarantee you that's what he's just said there. That's going to happen.
Yeah.
Yep.
Campbell says he's keeping it real and he's a simple man. I know that, Campbell. AI is only as good as the prompts given to it. 100%. Yep. That's Cecil says he can't even spell it. Pop loves the fact that Steve is using Zanzibar's hair to dust. That's very good. A comes before I. Thanks for clearing that up, Phil. Campbell says he's not a big fan of AI, but he knows his voice isn't the best. I love your voice, Campbell. I love it, mate. Don't be so down on yourself. Love me some Kiwi inflection. Go down the shop and buy me some fashion shops. Johnny says Hollywood studios, some money makers are excited about this BS, but the fad will pass and real work will have to be done anyway.
As it bloody well should, right?
Yeah.
The only AIs that I acknowledge are the Steven Spielberg film and Allen Iverson. That's it.
Oh yeah. That's a good point. A very good point. Oh,
well, yeah. The state of the music industry isn't great either.
Yeah. What's with the Kiwi brothers bagging themselves out tonight? Ken was saying he's crazy.
I think everyone's a little crazy, Quinn, in their own quirky ways.
Phil, I sent something home with Adam at Joe Fest for you. Check with him when you get a chance.
I wasn't at Joe Fest. Stop lying, Joe.
I think a different Adam, maybe. Yeah, so that's AI. I have nothing more to say about that.
Well, that's fine, mate. I think we've well and truly covered it all in sundry. Speaking of sundries, you know who we haven't seen around these parts?
Oh, yeah, it's Sonny in a while, haven't we?
Sonny.
Yeah, I know he's a busy man, and he's always doing bits and pieces. Yeah. Poor old Sonny.
That's fair. Switching lanes.
Mm-hmm.
Did you happen to see the image that was taken at a Target of some Super 7 O-rings turning up?
Yeah.
You did see this?
Yeah.
You did?
Very excited. Well, with a caveat. If they find their way onto a shelf, see if they turn up in Toymate, crikey, Moses, I'm not going to have any money left for food that week.
Well, let's be honest, mate. The chances of them turning up at Target stores here in Australia is pretty much fucking sweet Fanny Adams' chance of that happening.
No. Maybe Toymate though, because
wouldn't it be lovely if it did? Wouldn't it be lovely if Target was like, well, you know what, we'll invest in some action figures that aren't just wrestling.
Yeah. Exactly.
But
even Zing or EB, if it turns up there, jeez, yeah, nuts.
They slip through the cracks.
Yeah. I didn't see
lag there. Are we good?
Yeah, we'll just press on, mate. We'll just press on, brother. I didn't see in that photo. I didn't see the Tomax and Zammot set. The two blokes in their suits. so they weren't among those. It
Not
looked
yet.
like there was a 1985 Snake Eyes. What else is there?
I think there was the Coco was there, wasn't it?
Yep, Coco. There was a female character.
And
Was that
cover
Scarlet?
girl, blonde cover girl.
Or blonde cover girl. Okay. Yeah. I'm hanging out for those Tomax and Zammot figures. They're the ones that sort of caught my eyes from the prototypes that came out of Joe Fest. Everyone was sharing pictures of them online. So, pretty. Yeah. Like I said, if they rock up in a shop here somewhere, I'm done for.
Yeah.
Because I'll be like, I need to buy one to open and one to keep, and you know what it's like. It's just like,
You know what? Something's interesting that was pointed out to me today. I can't remember where I saw it, but something interesting of note about those figures. I haven't seen any with a backpack.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Which is odd. Yeah.
Well,
I don't know if that's just maybe that so far they just haven't gotten to that yet, or they're still working on that side of things. Who knows?
We'll see what happens. Zazel says they're looking good. Absolutely, they're looking good.
Yeah. Look, I'm not going to lie.
Look at this guy.
I might be tempted to get some for this.
Yeah. So jealous.
Joe, we call Target Target here in Australia.
Yeah, the House of Target.
It's fancy.
Pop says, I don't think I can get in collecting O-ring figures along the classified. I'm like Aaron, I'd be broke to it. Yeah, 100%.
Slippery slope, Pop. Slippery slope.
Yeah. I'm actually pretty good with my collecting. I've got a pretty rigid sort of it's got rigid boundaries, I suppose. I don't veer too much from what I'm into. So I don't have a lot of. I think I've got 3 or 4 classified figures, but I'll definitely be getting Dial Tone. He looks good, and he was my first Joe, so I'm looking forward to that. But
I think we're similar in that sense, no?
Yeah,
we don't go like, oh my god, I just want to get this and this and this and this and this.
Yeah.
No.
What Zazel says, they're based on a cartoon and comics, and typically didn't wear the suits on the show. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
We got to get you two guys on the Barracks podcast. Yeah, if you like, mate. And I reckon I had an idea for a show coming up, Quentin, where I wanted just you, mate. You and me and Adam. And we were going to do another deadpan Smash or Pass show like we did with the dog names. But we've got an idea for you that we need your special skills. So stay tuned. Campbell loves chatting. Good on you, Tim Campbell. The Cobra Pit is appointment viewing. It is indeed. I love it. Zazel says he reckons an Aussie invasion of Joe Fest next year.
That'd be nice. Can you pay for me, please, Zazel?
Yeah. Man. I'll give you my wife's phone number. Where's this going? I'll give you my wife's phone number, Zazel, and if you can convince her, I'll be in the exit row with you, brother. But Zazel's clubhouse. Zazel doesn't even wear pants. Really?
I'm just straight shirt cocking it tonight. Don't mind me.
He says it's true. Look, Quentin says he's up for the holiday, so maybe we do our idea next week. I don't know. We'll be in touch, nice. Quentin. We'll be in touch. We did have another idea for next week, though. Should I spoil this?
Is it going to involve top 10 lists?
No.
Okay.
No. Part of our messenger chat lately has been me sending you screenshots of retro video games because I actually purchased a dongle, a dingly dangly dongle, a dingly dangly dongle to plug into the back of my television, which has 30,000 retro video games on it. And there's about 5 G.I. Joe games on there. And I want to try and work out a way to actually play those games live whilst on a stream with you, because I think that would be
awesome,
kind of fun. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So we'll see how we go. We have some other ideas lined up too, but we're not going to spill the beans for fear that someone will pinch them off us.
That's not. Yeah, that happens, bro. You don't want to do that.
It does. It does. Campbell's all for us getting Quinton on the show. Pop Blender says, I'd love to see you all at Joe. Oh, no.
It would be good.
Yeah.
It would be good.
3-Star and I would roll out the correct carpet for you. Very nice. It'd have to be a pretty long carpet, because we're a fair way away.
and a waterproof one.
What's going on here? Hang on a sec. Sorry.
Yeah.
Phil says Joe Fest will need another truckload of beers. If you go at him,
yeah, especially if Phil and me also were there.
Campbell says he'd need to sell his body to get to Joe Fest. I reckon there'd be a market, Campbell. I reckon there'd absolutely be a market.
You're very saucy in here tonight, Campbell.
Oh, jeez. He's just lathering up in New Zealand.
That's why Quentin was like, I'll be your pimp. That's what Quentin meant.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I'll be
yeah.
Those boys are on song tonight. Zaza says, Phil, you're an honorary Aussie, so come invade with us. Yes, that could work. Oh, and speaking of AI, my good friend Logan from the Hilt is in the house. Hello, Logan. It's very early. Thank you for getting up and tuning in, mate. Logan uses AI to put some of his songwriting to music. So his songwriting focuses on a lot of different themes, but among them are G.I. Joe songs. So he does a really cool stream with a young lady who wears a tiger mask. But don't let that worry you. It's still pretty cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
What sort of style of Joe songs are they? Like, what sort of genre of music?
He uses the AI to produce all different genres. So everything from country to electronic to rock and roll to heavy metal to pop, all sorts of stuff. So, yeah, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, Logan, but I'm pretty sure Logan feeds his thoughts into the AI and the AI goes and puts it to music for him.
Yep.
Am I right? I hope I'm right. I hope I haven't just given everyone a bum steer, but for my American thing, friends, a bum steer is an Aussie word for saying I told you a whole pile of crap. Johnny Sorensen says Asahi Fest. I know how much you like Asahi, Adam.
I do like Asahi. I like beers, man. I like good lagers, mate. I like a good draft or a good lager. None of this IPA craft beer shit.
Yeah.
You'll leave me out of that. No fruity beers. Leave me out of that.
I'm the same. I drink beer that's like, we call them canoe beers. You know why we call them canoe beers?
Why?
Because they're fucking close to water. Aussie. Oi, oi, oi. I started kissing booth now.
Jesus.
Imagine getting a smooch from Quinton.
Might be saving for a while, Quinton. Just saying.
What's going on in New Zealand this week? Like, the boys are just...
Something's in the water, mate. Something's in the water.
They're all on heat. Casey says you'll need to make Joe Fest happen. He's not gonna let us get out of it, is he? He's just gonna...
That's a lot of money, bro.
Yeah. Pop Blender says, got to get back to sleep, friends. Got to work in 4 hours. I'm going to listen to her fall asleep. Cheers, mates. Love you all. Thank you for joining us, Brandon Pop Blender. Well, from Hill says the girl in the tiger mask is Logan's wife, and he writes most of the songs, and I let AI create the music. So I was right. I didn't stuff that up, and I'm glad that I've been able to put together Tiger and Logan now. So you're in.
There's another tiger for you right there.
Oh, good work.
So this begs the question, Logan.
Yeah.
Why a tiger mask? Because she just doesn't want to show her identity on the internet or something?
Her YouTube handle is Tiger. So there's that.
That was the first word I ever spoke, Aaron.
Your first word was Tiger?
Yeah.
How creative are you? Mine was Dada. I'm just normal, like everyone else. Dada. Kiwa says he already has the lady checking out these days for some strange reason.
Very cool.
Oh, there must be a shortage in New Zealand.
Maybe.
You're a hottie, Campbell. You scrumptious Barry White, Kiwi Barry White.
Stream is going south real quick.
We're at the hour mark, so we could probably just about wrap it up. There's so much going on in the chat, though. Eh? The boys are going nuts.
Oh, hey, let it roll.
Yeah. From the Hill, it says Tiger has an anxiety disorder. The mask helps her overcome that in a big way. Yeah, 100%. Nice. That's totally fair. Totally understand that.
Yeah. Awesome.
Look at this guy. My first one.
Stop lying.
Oh man. Phil says Kiwi girls don't know how lucky they've got it. Oh, well, there we go. We said anything could happen, and lots did. Lots did. Do you have anything else you would like to add, Adam, to this absolute cesspool of strange, random stuff? Oh, the laptop's just given up the ghost, has it?
No, that was the whatchamacallit, the light fell off the back of it. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
It's okay. You can still see me. What else? I'm 2 days into quitting vaping, Aaron.
Oh, yes, you mentioned that today. So, is it making you a bit tired, mate? A bit grumpy?
I haven't been grumpy. Like, I've definitely thought about it today, though. Like, I don't know how long it's going to take me to get it out of my mind, but it's definitely been on my mind. And do you want to know what made me quit?
Yeah, what precipitated it?
I went to buy one yesterday, right? Because I was grumpy because I didn't have one, and I went to buy one. And I went and bought one from the local tobacconist, and I walk out of there and I rip it out of the packet, and I go back to my car and I have a little toot on it. I'm like, oh yeah, pineapple ice. This is nice.
Yeah.
And then I start my engine, and I go to have another toot. Dead. And I'm like, what? So I went back into the store. Like I'd driven off, so I had to drive back because I was like, fuck, like this is annoying. So I had to drive back, and I went into the store, and I said to the guy, blah, 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 this is not working.
Zaza reckons you quit because vapors love fruity beer.
This is not true at all, Zaza. You're like,
so jump back in the store.
Maybe some do. Yeah. And so I go back into the store, and I start telling the bloke, this is not working. I show him. I said, look, it's still full. You can feel it.
Yeah.
And he goes to me, did I serve you? And I said, yeah, mate, like 5 minutes ago. He's like, oh, I was busy. I don't remember. There was no one else in the store when he fucking served me, bro.
He's scamming
and I'm like, okay, I see what's going on here. Some shenanigans. I kept my cool because I didn't want to end up in handcuffs. And I said, look, can you, I don't want a refund. I said, can you just replace it for another one? And he's like, oh, no, we don't do that. And he's like, points to a sign that was obscured under some paperwork saying no refunds. Please test vapes before leaving the store. And I'm like, okay. So I said, look, I paid by card, mate. I said, the transaction will be right there. No dice. So I walked out of the store, Aaron, and I was pretty miffed. And I hopped back in my car, and I had to go walk a dog. So I went and picked the dog up and walked the dog. And I had the thing still in my pocket. It was angering me. And I thought, okay, like this thing's not working no matter how much I give it a toot toot. And I was like, maybe if I like hit it really hard against something, it might like jog the coil or something, something might trigger it.
Yeah.
And so I found like a metal stop sign at an intersection.
Don't tell me it was missing an O-ring.
It was missing something, mate. And I've just gone crack, and hit against the stop sign. Nothing happened. So I decided to launch it into midair and just walk away from it, Aaron. Just walk away. Just
that was
walk
it.
Far away.
You're not going to do it anymore.
I was like annoyed. I was like, I've just wasted like $40 on this, and just may as well have torn that money up and thrown it in the fucking bin. So I'm like, I'm not going to let that happen again. So I thought I'll quit.
Nothing like rage to motivate you to do something, eh?
Yeah, look, I wasn't full rage mode. I'm not going to lie. I've been angrier in my life, but I was annoyed. I was definitely. I don't like wasting money unnecessarily, and I don't like it when people pull shenanigans either. Like, but what are you going to do?
Yeah. Hey, there's still plenty happening in the chat. These blokes are going nuts. Hey.
Fire some more comments up on the screen. I've got the time.
There's a lot of love for Logan and Tiger. Definitely, Tiger's showing incredible courage to push herself and go live, no matter how hard. That's very cool. Logan says he's sorry he dropped in late.
You're all right.
Don't ever apologize, mate.
Nah, whenever you rock up is fine by us.
Yeah, we know this is a horrible time, and it's a horrible time because we're on the wrong side of the world. Not you guys. You're on the right side of the world. We're on the wrong side of the world. What else is going on here? Go, Adam. You got this, brother.
Thanks, mate.
You can do that.
Look, I've given up cigarettes before, so I feel like I should be fine.
Yeah. Tell him he's
dreaming.
Yeah. Bonnie Doon, mate. Bonnie Doon.
Bonnie Doon, mate.
Kiwi.
Oh, God. Give it a rest, Campbell.
Kiwi's running around with half a mongrel tonight, isn't he?
No. Hey.
These guys. I should contact the bank and get it charged back. There's a fair idea.
Yeah, look, I don't know how that would go, to be honest, mate. Dealing with the banks here is like pulling what's that? Pulling nails? I don't know. What's that expression? Pulling hair out? Maybe pulling hair out? I don't know.
Blood out of a stone, that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Zazel says that Johnny's a dreamboat. And Johnny says a dream of lies and debauchery. This is and Cam was like, actually, everyone here is good looking.
Just a bunch of 10 out of 10s over here, aren't we?
Cam was saying everyone's good looking, but I'm
dead sexy. That's what Quentin says is dead sexy.
Johnny wants Cobra Pit's body.
Wow.
On the catwalk with a bit of right said Fred into the stream. Yeah.
Shake that little tush on the catwalk.
Logan says, what if the bottom of the world is actually the top? How would we know you are where you are? Some would say that the world is flat.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. And people in Ohio have been eating cats and dogs.
I really want to try Haitian food now. Never had it before.
Oh. Yeah, no, fair enough. We actually walk around upside down here like Willy Wonka. Don't say that. Triptych says dealing with banks is like pulling a drink. Oh, holy mackerel. And that brings us up to date. I would like to thank everyone for joining us tonight. It's been phenomenal again. Just blown away by the amount of guys that tune in every Tuesday night. We haven't been doing this long by ourselves. But yeah, so chuffed. If you keep following us, and you followed us to Adam's channel last week, and you followed me back to my channel this week, even though we had nothing to talk about, nothing prepared. Thank you so much for jumping into the chat and getting involved. Hope we've been entertaining. Hope you love the ticker. Oh, I'm gonna think of all sorts of amazing things to put in the ticker this week.
The ticker is very good. I like the ticker very, very much.
Yeah. Subscribe to Adam if you haven't already, because he's the man. And subscribe to me if you like. I've got 122 subs. Subscribe to Podcast from the Pit as well. They've got 180 something, and they really want 200.
They should have more than that. Definitely.
Absolutely. But we'll be with Podcast from the Pit on Saturday morning US time, Saturday night Australian. So
I am also pulling double international podcast duty on Saturday, Aaron.
Really? Oh, wow.
Yeah, because obviously Saturday night we're catching up with those boys, but Saturday morning our time here, I will be joining Black Genghis and Tony's Figs over on their respective channels, which is the Terradrome. That's their show. So, I'll be jumping on there with them. So come check that out. Give those boys a follow as well. They are elite gentlemen. I got a lot of time for both of them.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Well, without any further ado, I reckon I might go off and finish my drink and
play with your weed back, mate.
Put this back in the shed and go and see what Jesse's up to. And we'll see you all on Saturday.
Jesse Show. From the pit.
Yeah. Get the host of this Malaki to message me that their show Shark Eyes is going to be on. Oh, it's like still funny.
I just told you.
Yeah.
Just look up Black Genghis or Tony's Figs, their channels.
Everyone's saying goodbye. But I've just got to stop showing comments and tune out, don't I? Take it easy, everyone. Thanks again.
It up.
I'm trying.